The Art of Inner Mastery, 7 Disciplines for an Unbreakable Life. There comes a moment in every soul's journey when you stop asking, how can I change my life? And start asking, how can I master myself? Because the truth is this, life is not meant to be controlled, but understood, not conquered, but aligned. And once you learn the quiet art of inner mastery, no chaos outside you can disturb the stillness within. Today, I want to take you through 7 inner disciplines, timeless practices that will make your mind calm, your heart steady, and your spirit unbreakable. This is not a sermon, it's a mirror. Look into it and see who you could become when peace becomes your default, not your escape. Now, take a breath. Let's begin. Discipline 1, the stillness of thought. Your mind is a garden. Every thought you allow to grow will either feed your peace or your pain. Most people live in a storm of noise, thoughts clashing, opinions shouting, memories replaying. But mastery begins with stillness. When the mind becomes quiet, clarity appears. When clarity appears, action becomes powerful. So learn to pause, breathe before you speak, observe before you react. The Stoics called this the space between stimulus and response. It is in that sacred space that freedom lives. Train your mind to sit still until wisdom rises like sunlight over confusion. Discipline 2, the courage of presence. You cannot live a peaceful life if your mind is forever lost in yesterday or tomorrow. Presence is courage. The courage to meet this moment exactly as it is. Every breath, every sensation, every emotion, they are not distractions, they are invitations. The present moment is not ordinary. It's the only moment that's real. So when fear tries to pull you into the future, or regret tries to drag you into the past, return to the now. Whisper to yourself, I am here, because here is where peace lives. Discipline 3, the simplicity of desire. Our suffering often begins not with what we have, but with what we crave. The Stoics knew that happiness doesn't come from adding more, but from needing less. So simplify. Detach from the endless hunger for recognition, luxury, and control. Learn to see beauty in enough. The greatest wealth is not abundance, it's sufficiency. And the richest person is not the one who owns the most, but the one who needs the least. When you master desire, you master the world. Discipline 4, the strength of acceptance. There are 2 kinds of strength, the strength to change what can be changed, and the strength to accept what cannot. Acceptance is not surrender. It's alignment. It's saying, I will not fight the current of life. I will learn to swim with it. The Stoic does not ask, why is this happening to me? They ask, how can I respond with virtue? Because peace does not come from control. It comes from cooperation with the nature of things. And when you learn to bow before reality, you rise above suffering. Discipline 5, the practice of compassion. A peaceful soul is not a cold one. To be unmoved by chaos does not mean to be unfeeling. The Stoic heart is steady, but it is not stone. True compassion is strength in motion, the ability to see another's pain without losing your center. So speak kindly, listen deeply, help quietly. You do not have to fix everyone's life, but you can choose to be a light in it. Every act of compassion is a mirror. It reflects peace back into your own heart. Discipline 6, the power of reflection. Every evening, the philosopher Seneca would ask himself, what did I do well today? What could I have done better? Self-reflection is not self-criticism. It's self-clarity. When you reflect, you evolve consciously. You turn mistakes into wisdom. You transform chaos into understanding. The world does not need more people chasing success. It needs more people chasing awareness. Each night, before sleep takes you, close your eyes and review your day, not to judge, but to grow. That's how the soul becomes unbreakable, not through perfection, but through awareness. Discipline 7, the grace of surrender. There will come a day when all your plans collapse, when life humbles you in ways you never imagined. That day is not your end, it's your beginning. Because surrender is not defeat, it's the birth of peace. You realize that you were never meant to control the wind, only to adjust your sails. The wise soul smiles in the storm because they know the storm is not against you. It is shaping you. Surrender not in despair, but in trust. Trust that every ending hides a beginning, and every fall teaches flight. Peace is not the absence of noise. It's the ability to remain calm in the middle of it. And freedom is not escape. It's the power to walk through fire without burning inside. When you master yourself, your thoughts, your desires, your reactions, you master life, because nothing outside you can disturb the one who has found harmony within. So walk gently, speak truthfully, and live deliberately, not louder but deeper, not faster but freer. And remember, the greatest revolution is the quiet one that happens inside your own soul. There comes a stage in the journey of self-mastery when peace alone is not enough, when the quiet within you begins to whisper, "Now that you are calm, what will you create?" Because peace is not meant to be a hiding place. It is a foundation, a steady ground from which strength, love, and purpose can rise. The Stoics never sought serenity just to escape the world. They sought serenity so they could serve it better. Today, let us walk further, beyond the walls of stillness, into the realm of meaningful action. These are the 7 extensions of mastery. 7 ways to live with depth, direction, and power. Discipline 1. Live by principle, not by mood. The modern world teaches us to follow our feelings. But feelings are like weather, beautiful, unpredictable, and temporary. Principles, however, are like mountains, unchanging, steady, and strong. When you live by principle, you cannot be manipulated by circumstance. You rise above the chaos of emotion and anchor yourself to truth. Ask yourself, what values define me when no one is watching? What virtues will I not betray, even when it costs me comfort? Because every choice you make either strengthens your character or weakens it. Choose to live by principle, and you will never lose your way, even when the world loses its mind. Discipline 2. Master the art of response every day. Life throws stones, disappointment, rejection, delay, insult. Most people catch the stones and build walls. But the wise build bridges. Between what happens to you and how you respond, there is always a choice. That choice is your kingdom. You cannot stop people from misunderstanding you. You cannot stop fate from surprising you. But you can decide how you will meet every moment, with anger or patience, with ego or with grace. Mastering your response is mastering your destiny. As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Discipline 3. Guard your attention. Like treasure, your attention is the currency of your soul. Whatever you give it to grows. Yet most people spend it carelessly, scrolling, comparing, reacting. They wonder why they feel scattered and restless. Guard your attention. Withdraw it from noise, gossip, and endless distraction. Invest it only in what makes you wiser, calmer, and freer. Because what you focus on becomes your life. And if you focus on peace, peace will multiply quietly within you. Discipline 4. Find power in routine. Freedom is not the absence of structure. It's the mastery of it. The Stoics lived with rhythm. They rose early, reflected daily, wrote often, and rested with purpose. They understood that greatness is not born in bursts of passion, but in steady, disciplined days. Build small, sacred routines that strengthen your character. Wake up with gratitude. Write down what you stand for. Move your body with respect. End your day in reflection. Routines are not cages. They are scaffolding for the soul. When your habits align with your purpose, life stops feeling chaotic. It becomes deliberate. Words are powerful, but silence is divine. The wise do not rush to speak. They listen deeply before responding. They do not waste breath proving their worth. They show it through presence and action. Every unnecessary word drains your energy. Every thoughtful word restores it. So speak with clarity, not volume. Communicate to uplift, not to impress. And, when in doubt, choose silence. Because silence cannot be misquoted, and wisdom never shouts. Discipline 6. Turn pain into purpose. You will be tested. There will be days when loss feels unbearable, when the world feels unfair, when all your strength seems not enough. In those moments, remember this: the purpose of pain is not to break you, but to awaken you. Every wound can become a window. Every scar can become a story that heals others. Do not hide your pain, transform it. Let it refine your empathy. Let it deepen your understanding of others' struggles. Let it make you softer, not weaker. Because a person who has suffered consciously is a person who can love without fear. Discipline 7. Live as if time is sacred. The Stoics meditated daily on mortality, not as a dark obsession, but as a reminder to live fully. They called it memento mori, remember that you must die. Most people avoid this truth, but the wise embrace it. Because when you realize your time is finite, you stop wasting it on trivial things. You forgive faster, you love more freely, you say no to what doesn't matter. Time is not a guarantee. It's a gift you are spending every second. Spend it wisely. Live today with the depth you wish you had yesterday. Closing reflection. Inner mastery is not the end of your journey. It's the beginning of living with power and grace. Peace without purpose becomes stagnation. Pooh,